welcome to today's video. This video will be a brief overview to what is dynamic routing. We will also look at some protocols that you might come across while studying for a CCNA. Now, let's get started. What is dynamic routing? Dynamic routing is a networking process where routers and network devices use routing protocols to automatically and dynamically exchange information about network topology and routes. This enables routers to adapt to changes in the network, such as device failures or new connections, and automatically update their routing tables to make efficient decisions. In short, dynamic routing allows networks to self-adjust and find best path for the data to travel without manual configuration. Dynamic routing protocols allow routers to communicate with each other and share information about the networks they know how to reach. They essentially say, hey, I can reach these networks through these paths, and the routers exchange this information. This dynamic exchange of routing information enables routers to build and update their routing information so that they can efficiently forward data packets to the destination within the network. It's a collaborative process that helps routers make intelligent routing decisions based on the current state of the network. Next, let's look at types of dynamic routing protocols. First off, we have the distance vector routing protocol, under which we've got RIP. Next, we've got the link state routing protocols, under which we have the OSPF. Then we have the EIGRP, which is a hybrid protocol, and you will see why in the next few slides. Although RIP and EIGRP are not included in the current CCNA syllabus, it is great to understand how these work or at least know the basic algorithm. While we talk about protocols, let's discuss the metric. Metric are the values or the criteria that routing protocols use to compare and select the best route among multiple options. For example, in case of RIP, the metric is hop count. Hop count is the number of routers the packet is going to hop through to get to the destination from the source. The maximum hop count is 15. Fewer hops is considered the more feasible path. Next up, for OSPF, the metric is cost. The cost is based on the bandwidth of the link. Routes with lower costs are considered the better routes. The formula to calculate the cost is reference bandwidth divided by the interface bandwidth. Although OSPF is a dynamic routing protocol and one of the main advantages of dynamic routing protocol is the automatic updates, OSPF also allows administrators to manually influence the call by configuring the bandwidth on the interfaces. Next up, we have the EIGRP. For EIGRP, the metric is calculated using many factors such as bandwidth, delay, reliability, load, and the MTU. It uses a more complex formula to calculate the metric compared to RIP and OSPF. This allows for a more fine-grained control and optimization by taking multiple factors into consideration when determining the best path. Like OSPF, administrators can manually adjust the metric values using bandwidth, delay, and other configuration parameters. Now, let's take a look at the AD, the administrative distance. The AD is used when there are two or more protocols that provide route information to the same destination. The protocol with the lower AD is considered to be more trustworthy. For example, the ADs are as follows. For connected route, it is 0. For static routes, it is 1. For external BGP, it is 20. For internal EIGRP, it is 90. For OSPF, it is 110. For ISIS, it is 115. And for RIP, it is 120. Now, let's look at some advantages of dynamic routing. First up, we have the automatic updates. Dynamic routing protocols automatically update routing tables in response to changes in the network such as link failures or topology changes. This automation reduces the need for manual intervention, making network management more efficient. Next up, we have scalability. Dynamic routing protocols are well suited for large and complex networks. As the network grows or changes, dynamic routing protocols can adapt and update routing information without requiring manual configuration adjustments. Next up, we have the redundancy. Dynamic routing protocols can detect link failures and reroute traffic along the best available path. This redundancy enhances network resiliency and minimizes downtime in the events of network failure. Next up, we have the load balancing. Dynamic routing protocols can distribute traffic across multiple paths based on metrics such as link cost or bandwidth. This load balancing optimizes network resource utilization and ensures efficient traffic distribution. Lastly, we have convergence. Dynamic routing protocols are designed to quickly converge and update routing information in response to network changes. This rapid convergence reduces the likelihood of routing loops and ensures consistent and accurate routing. Now, let's end this and compare static routing to dynamic routing. For static routing, the configurations are manually configured by a network administrator. The routing tables contains fixed and manually entered routes. It doesn't update to network changes. It requires manual configuration. So it is suitable for small to medium sized networks with static topologies. It is slower to respond to topology changes. It requires less memory and processing power. While it is simpler to configure, it is less adaptable. Next up, for dynamic routing, the configurations and routes are learned and updated automatically by routing protocols. The routing table contains dynamically learned routes. It adapts to network changes automatically through periodic updates. It is suitable for large and complex networks with dynamic topologies. It has faster convergence in response to topology changes. It requires more memory and processing power. Although it is more complex to configure but highly adaptable to changing network conditions. That's all for today's video. I hope you liked it. I will also be uploading a lab video where we will practice dynamic routing with OSPF, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to like and share this video and hit the subscribe button to be notified whenever I post. Have a great day. Bye.